Howdy you wonderful people, hope you're all having a fantastic day. So this track, which I wrote and recorded and released just a couple days ago when I was demoing the Borderline amplifier by Red Stuff, which is ridiculously cool because I was able to set it up with two of my Friedman pedals, and basically that's what you're hearing. You're actually hearing the BEOD and the Dirty Shirley at the same time, being tracked at the same time. That was a pretty cool thing to do because it just gave this huge, enormous, lovely tone. Anyways, I thought I would give you these very kind of, I guess, emotional chords today because they were lovely to play. Hopefully I won't make you cry. But they were just so fantastic, and these were actually inspired by one of my students, my student Mark. We're writing music together while I'm teaching him kind of stuff around writing music and soloing and stuff, and he'd come up with a section in a song, and then as I was noodling with it, I came up with my own kind of version of generally what he had done. So thank you, Mark, thank you for the inspiration. Again, that's the second time he's inspired something like this. So I am going to show you these chords, but before I do, you may have seen yesterday that I released a video showing Sunset Strip Hard Rock Heroes. Yeah! That's the new course which Nick Layton and myself have released. It is absolutely awesome. 30 fantastic George Lynch and Warren DeMartini style licks. You also get backing tracks, you get full tab, explanations, videos of us playing, and until the 19th of December, so for about a week we've got a really super special offer for you guys. It's 30% off the regular list price, and you also get two bonuses. One is a bunch of backing tracks which Nick has done, which are awesome. They're in hard rock styles, various styles, Guns N' Roses, Scorpions, etc, which you will love and which will be perfect for this course as well, you know, applying the licks to that. And also a bunch of tracks by me as well, including Lynchified, the backing track for Lynchified, and a Warren style track and a Warren style backing track and some extra stuff, and it's very cool. Now the 30% off offer and the two bonuses is only going to be available until the 19th of December, and then the discount is going to be 20% after that without the bonuses. So if you do want to pick up a copy, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Please do go and check it out. And also I wanted to give Nick a shout out as well because he is such an awesomely cool guy, and it was so wonderful working with him. So smooth, you know, it was just a fantastic experience. I loved it. Loved putting this together with Nick, and I'm going to leave his links below as well. His YouTube channel, which I shall flash up here, and also I'll leave a link below, and also his websites, because you can go and sign up to his website and get a sweet picking workshop for free as well, which is super cool. So go and check all of that out. Alrighty, you want to see these chords? I want to show you these chords. Let's get emotional. Somehow that doesn't sound quite right. Let me show you these chords. Yeah. Alrighty, let's go through these lovely chords. And I came up with this sequence because I was doing a video for this fantastic piece of gear. It's the Red Stuff Borderline amplifier. It's a little 2x 2.5 watt amplifier. I'll leave a link somewhere up here so that you guys can go and check it out if you'd like to. But it's a very cool sounding little unit. Alrighty, so the chord sequence that I played during that section went something like this. And it's just a lovely collection of chords. So this one I have shown you before. It is our minor 7 with a sharp 5. And I'm tuned half step down, so technically I'm playing C sharp or D flat minor 7 with a sharp 5. Now sharp 5 is basically this note here. On the D string here at the 8th fret. So what I'm playing is the 5th fret of the A string, and I'm actually barring off the 5th fret of the A string all the way down to the high E string. Then I'm playing the 8 on the D string, the 5th fret of the G string, then the 6th fret of the B, and 5th fret of the E. And it's just a lovely, lovely, beautiful sounding chord. Alright, from there, I can't remember where Mark went to, but basically when I was just, you know, playing around with the sequence, I came up with this chord, which I thought was fantastic. I loved the combination. And it actually reminds me of something that Tony McAlpine did on an album called Eyes of the World. It's very, very kind of reminiscent of something that he did on that. So this second chord is actually a major 7 with a suspended second. So major 7 sus2. So it would be a D flat major 7 sus2. Or 5th fret of the A string, 7th fret of the D string, 6th fret of the G string, 5th fret of the B and the E strings. Now when I'm actually doing these chord sequences, I'm not actually thinking about the names of the chords. I'm just playing them. And I do this a lot. I kind of just change around notes in a chord to see how it would sound, and just to come up with different variations. So I came up with this, and then I had to kind of go and figure out what it was. So that's what we're playing. We're playing a major 7 sus2 here. Then what I did was I kept this chord, but I added in the 8th fret of the B string. And that created a nice third chord. Now basically what I'm doing here is I'm adding the 11th note into the chord. So you could call it an add 11, major 7 add 11, or I think it's sometimes called a sus as well, just a sus. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Maybe somebody can explain. Alrighty, so that's the third chord. And then I went to the minor 7th chord, which sounds wonderful in the sequence. It's the plain Jane chord in this kind of set of, you know, varied chords. But it resolves really well at that point. So that's the sequence. So the minor 7 with the sharp 5, and then I went to the major 7 sus2, then I added the 11th, then I went to the minor 7. Yay! And then I added some cool rhythm. So I'm kind of almost using kind of funky, Motown-y, soul, R&B type of groove to it, rather than just the or something like that, or kind of, you know, just making it interesting by doing the kind of, you know, the inflections. Gives it a little bit of swing. Alright, on the repeat what I did was those two chords, which is the first two chords, and then I did this. So what am I doing there? Okay, so I'm coming back to the G here on the 3rd fret of the low E string, technically the F sharp because I'm half step down. Let's call it the G flat. We'll call it the G flat. And then what I'm doing is I'm actually muting out the A string, open D string, then I'm playing the 3rd fret of the G string and the B string. Now this was always a very exotic sounding chord to me, and then I looked it up and it's basically a G minor. It's just an alternate way of playing. It's just a different voicing, but because it's a little bit thinner in terms of notes, just works really well when you've got an overdriven sound, well, I find anyways. So that's what I'm playing there. It's a G minor chord. And then I went to this chord. Now this chord is the either A sharp, B flat, add 9 chord. So what I'm doing here is 6th fret of the low E string, muting out the A string again, and then I'm playing the open D string, 5th fret of the G string, and the 6th fret of the B string. So that's a nice sequence there as well. So rather than kind of doing the regular G to the A sharp, B flat, whatever you want to call it, it's actually an alternate voicing. Add some emotion in there. Here's the emotional content. Let's get some tissues and cry. Kidding. Alright, then I basically kind of, what I did during the song was I went through the chord sequence again. And then I went back to these chords. So that last chord, all I'm doing is I'm taking the previous chord that I did, the A sharp add 9, and I'm moving it up 2 frets. So it's either the B sharp add 9 or the C flat add 9, whichever one you want to call it. And there you go, there are all of our chords. Just a beautiful sequence. It's a really, really lovely way to add some emotion and just some different inflections into your playing. So hope that helped you guys enjoy. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel, and also click the bell notification so that you know when new videos come out, which is regularly. And give the video a thumbs up as well, it helps out a great deal. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can find me on Patreon as well. And like I said at the beginning, check out the new guitar course, Sunset Strip Hard Rock Heroes. You will absolutely adore it. It's literally 5 gigabytes worth of video files and all sorts of goodies and stuff, and what we play, our gear, and Nick's done such a great job of that. So show him some love, go to his website as well, and his YouTube channel, which I'm going to flash up here again, yeah, because he's such a cool guy, and give him some love as well. Alright guys, have a fantastic day. I shall see you again really soon for another video. In the meantime, I have been Jay, you have been wonderful, and I shall see you soon. Bye!